Welcome back. I'm the Uncharted Vapor. Welcome to the channel. I'm Joshua Ozzy. And today I'm bringing you a product that was sent to me for the purposes of the review. So, with that being said, I'm going to be showing you a new tank. It's called the Anulax tank by AAA Vape. So, with that, the condition is a silver tank. And not much more to go over, but it's basically an OCC style tank with coils that are massive. So with AAA Vape, thank you for sending me the product out for the review. The silver rendition will show you any blims and blows, blims, flaws, whatever. English, we don't use it. But basically, it has 5 colors that you can get it in: stainless, black, gunmetal, rainbow, or electric blue. I got it in stainless steel. So without that, let's bring it down, talk about it, show you about it, and then we'll bring it back up on top and give you my pros and my cons. Alright, so how you guys doing today? So here we are on the down low on a product sent to me for the purposes of the review by AAA Vape. Big shout out to AAA Vape. Thank you for sending this out. Color combination is silver. As you can see, it's a reviewer's pack because it's a free sample, and it is the Anulax tank. So, with that, let's go ahead, open it up, see what's inside the package. Alright, so, on the package, let's go ahead and get this focused in. Let's see here. Okay, it doesn't like focusing. There we go. Alright, contents. It's a top-filled tank, pre-installed 5mm bubble glass. Nice, nice. You get 2 coils, an AMC mesh coil ohming at a 0.51 ohms, pre-installed, and 1 AFC flat coil at 0.4 ohms. So I guess if it's flat, I guess you can't use it because it's flat, right? Flat. No laughter? Okay. Well, you also get an extra 3mm glass tube as well. So basically, you can go from a bubble section, which will have 5 mils, down to a standard glass section to 3 mils, okay? You get a pack of O-rings, user manual, warranty card. So let's open it up, see what we got on the inside. So let's pop it open. How do we open it? I don't know. This is a funny design. Slide, slip and slide. Come on. Okay, it would look like it just slide. There we go. Alright, so pull it over. So on the side right here, we got, let's get that focused in real quick. Okay, so there it goes. Tells you your ohms. 0.15 ohms is 50 to 60 watts. 0.4 ohms is 55 to 65 watts. O-ring set, glass set, and the color combination we got, which was stainless. They also have it in black, gunmetal, rainbow, and electric blue. Flip it on the other side. Anulax tank with a scratch and sniff by AAA Vape with a nice hologram sticker. Yep. This is the Philippine version, it says on here, and will be distributed through one of our sponsors, which will be linked in the description below. So, mesh coil, flat coil says on the package. So from there, let's go ahead and open it up. So there we go. So we get the user manual right here. Just tells you about it, how to do it, blah, 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 blah. Alright, so here it is. There's going to be your O-ring pack, which is going to be for your tank, your extra O-rings for your other fittings. Looks like we got Halloween going on in this thing. We also got the... I know what that is. That's a fill O-ring on the inside right there. So you get fill O-ring, tank O-rings, and some other small O-rings. Here's... Jesus, that coil is huge. Man, you can start a car with this daggone coil. But it's a seal coil. This is what they call their flat coil. So this is a flat wire coil. So that's all it means, flat wire. Then right here, you're going to get your small glass section for 3 milliliters of juice. Okay, so there's that. No problem, which is nice. Include a spare piece of glass. And then right here, you're going to get your tank itself. Nothing else on the bottom. So let's go ahead and check it out. Alright. So far, everything looks good. It's got a protruding 510 pin. I still recommend a regulated mod for this. Honestly, personally, for me, Well, any type of tank, really. Most tanks, I would say it. I mean, it's far enough that you probably can't get away with it on a mech mod, but just be careful. Especially on hybrid mods, because if you ground this, well, you're not going to have a good day. Big wicking channels. Look at that coil on the inside. So, if you look on the inside, look at that wicking channel. Those slits are wicking holes for this tank. So, this is a 5 mil bubble glass. So, it looks like a no. It's a 510 drip tip. Awesome! So let's see. Will it work with any other 510 drip tip? Let me just randomly grab one off my table. Yep. Any 510 drip tip. Alright. So you can put a 510 drip tip of your liking on here. Can this come down any further? Let's see. Spin, spin. Nope. Alright. So we'll leave that alone. Top fill. So your airflow adjustments right here. Left or right. Pretty easy to move around right here. For airflow. Right here it says AAA Vape. If you can see that right there, AAA Vape. Push that and it pops open. So see, there's that O-ring. So you have your kidney areas for airflow, and then your section where your vapor production is going to come off. Clip it back down, and then let's go ahead and open it. Just spin it. Whoop! There it goes. There's your main base. Good Lord, look at that coil. Alright, let's pop this coil out of here. Let's see if we can get it out. Alright, here we go. No dice. Okay. Is it spun in? Alright, so just twist it around a little bit. It comes free. It's the O-rings. Remember, they're not lubed up, so if you pull from this base and pull too hard, you're going to unseat the connector on this, and that's the last thing you want to do. But as you can see, your flow, your glass just pops right off. This is where all your wicking and stuff and magic's coming through. Your top section closes, snaps together really nicely. There's your basic breakdown of what your tank looks like with this coil that can start a car. Looks like something from Back to the Future with a lot of cotton in this thing here. It says it on here, AMC coil, 0.15 ohms, 50 to 60 watts. This is a mesh coil. It doesn't tell me what kind of mesh it is, whether it's Kanthal, I don't think, or what. It just says AMC, so I don't know. American Motor Cars coil. Yeah, see? Yeah. Car coil. Okay. So all you do is you push your coil back in. There's your coil. Take your glass, slip it back on. Alright. Put your base on. Spin it up. That's what you would do. But what I'm going to do, actually, before we do that, is I'm going to prime my coil before I use my coil. It's always a smart thing with pre-made coils. So today I'm going to be running some blueberry cake by, well, it's called buttercream blueberry cake, actually is what it's called, by Basic Series, which is a US-based juice from the glass line Basic. So let that wick up. Always good to pre-wick your coils just so they can start their priming process. Once you get done with this, it will then start going inside. You'll put it in a tank, let it set for 5-10 minutes, and then you should be ready to go. Otherwise, you will burn a coil up. A lot of times this cotton you'll see when it's really ready because it will fluff itself up naturally. So yeah, there's that part. So there's that. Let's take this, put it back in its holder. So actually, before I put it back in the holder, because as I showed you, this coil is so massive, let's go ahead and put some juice on this O-ring right here, just so that way when we go take it out later, it doesn't give us a problem. It's not going to hurt nothing, guys. Alright, or gals. Don't matter. We're all here. So you see how much easier now it can move. But the wicking on this, it's massive. Glass back on, tank back on, spin it up. It's almost like you want to start your engines. Get ready and start your engines! Pop open the top. Alright. Put the tip inside the tank and fill her up. So just fill up the tank with some juice. All right, there she is. She is filled. I always make sure my airflow is closed off when I first fill up a coil or any type of tank, generally because a lot of times when you close them back down, they create a vacuum and can push air through. Now you can open this up and you will see that there should be no leakage coming through, and as of right now, no leakage. This is wide open. So there's that. So now we let this set for 5 or 10 minutes. I'm going to put it on top of the Aegis Max, and I'm going to give you some real quick measurements of the bottom base of this coil head, or this tank, sorry, not coil head, but tank. This tank is coming in at around 24 millimeters, okay? With the bubble glass, it's around 28 millimeters, so 24 to 28 with the 5 mil tube glass extension on it. So you're looking at a 24 millimeter tank, which is not bad. Airflow is still easy to adjust even while on mod, so that's a big pro. So other than that, let's bring it back up on top, talk about it up there, and there we go. We'll see you then. So, without that, let's go back on top. Alright, so, there you have it. There's the tank. Everything about it. A mesh coil, a flat wire coil, a big bubble glass, a smaller flat glass, not much else. Top fill, really nice. With just a push button click to turn it on. So, pros and cons. Let's do that real quick. Pro, top fill with just an easy push to open it up and refill it. Another pro, big coil, lots of wicking, gets amazing flavor, and runs decently high power. Right now I'm maxing it out at 60 watts. The coil is supposed to be reading, I think, as a 0.14, no, 0.15. It's ohming out at a 0.16. I have tested this tank prior to make sure that things were going to be good. So therefore, I know it's been going through its paces and it stayed at a steady 0.16. So it's staying within a reasonable range, or that 10% range. Airflow. So, right in the middle of everything we're doing, it's leaking again. I don't know what's wrong with this. So that's one of my cons on this tank. And I'm going to be honest with you. When I can pull juice like this out of a tank for no reason, for sitting, for what? 12 hours? And the tank is leaking? There's no reason for this tank to be leaking. The coil is fully sat in. It didn't leak on the first day I had it. It didn't leak the second day I had it. All of a sudden on the third day, it just decided to leak. Maybe because I haven't vaped it, I don't know, but that's a con to me. Any tank like this that can leak on a coil like this, especially with this massive OCC coil that's in this thing. This thing is not tiny, as you saw. It's like a little engine for it. I'm very OCD, so I'm wiping juice off of this thing. But that's that. But irregardless, flavor wise, I'm gonna give it a big plus. Cloud production, plus. Top fill, plus. Juice capacity, that's obviously a plus. You know, you have, I think it's the 5 or 5.5. I always forget with all these tanks. Oh my goodness, it doesn't like to tell me so nicely. 5 mils and 3 mils. Yes. So 5 mil bubble glass, 3 mil flat glass. That's your two standard options. Okay. So plenty of juice capacity for the tank, so it lasts you for a little while. Vapor reduction is amazing. 60 watts. I think it just hasn't been ran in a while. So maybe my coil's oversaturated. And some of that juice has worked its way down. So I mean, I don't know, you probably can't call it really a con, but you can call it a con because nothing should ever run back downward into the thing. It should have a way to just stop the juice. Power Power-wise, to run it at 60 watts with no problem, that's a big plus. Most OCC coils, you're only seeing 25, 35, 40 watts on them. The only other coil is the XP coil from the Artery, the Nugget GT, which I think you can run 80 watts on it. And I didn't have this issue with that. But the flavor on both of them are pretty identical. It does have a minimum line as well inside, which may be my reason, because I did row below that minimum line, so maybe that's my fault as far as juice leakage goes. So I put some more juice in it just for this purpose right here, the up top, so you guys can see it. So I'll show you. It is running 60 watts, and yeah, let's go ahead and do some plumes. Another nice thing about this tank is, another plus is that it is a 510 compatible tank. So you can run your own 510 drip tip on it and not have any problems. It has a wide bore 510 on this, and it's amazing. The flavor doesn't leave. You have adjustable airflow, which is very easy to move. It's three-way airflow. It doesn't get hot. The tank sides are not hot. A well-rounded tank. I'm not gonna lie to you. So it's well-rounded. The only flaw I saw on it is the fact that the juice can come down out of the coil, and it happened. And I point those things out, but that could have been user error for the fact that it ran below minimum line. I don't know, but at the same time, I've never seen that happen before. So, but I don't do a lot of OCC coils. I do a lot more of the rebuildable side of stuff. So we don't really get that issue. It usually just wicks and just stays there until you're ready to go, and then it's ready to go. It definitely fills your lungs up with this vapor though. So if you're looking for Nick satisfaction, great. Now I'll tell you, inside this I'm running a US based juice, blueberry cake, which is a buttercream blueberry cake with sugar glaze. And I'm getting everything. I'm getting that nice buttery note, that blueberries, like a sweet blueberry, the cake taste, and you got that nice sweet glaze right behind it. So with that, you get amazing flavor. I'm using the mesh coil too. And it's just awesome. Been running it for a couple days now. So you're seeing now the intro and intro and outro. There you go. Gotcha. We rhyming. Of the video later on, because I wanted to test the tank, put it through a paces, see what it was like. I'm not a person who's going to pull a device out, put juice in it, and just go, unless it's a pod. It's 5-10 minutes, and then you're pretty much going to know what a regular pod does. Something like the Savor, which is also a AAA vape product. Something like that, you can put juice in, let it set for about 10-15 minutes, and then that pod is ready to go. Smaller wicking channels. This here, massive coil, massive tank. I want to test it out, different airflows. I cut the airflow down because this thing, like, here, I'll open it all the way up so you can hear it. It has a lot of airflow, but it's turbulent, but it's not too badly turbulent. So I cut it down to about, I don't know, what would that be? Maybe a quarter of a hole on each side. There's 3 airflow slits on it. Unique design. The inside where the coil goes in, it goes directly to it. So that might be an issue, might be the thing. So it's wicking directly to the coil, and it's surrounding that coil with juice, so you're not going to get a dry hit. That's a big pro to me. So overall, if I was to rate this, like if I was a rater, like, you know, 1 to 10, like everybody, like someone commented the other day, hey, you trying to be like Jay Hayes? No, I'm not trying to be Jay Hayes, because Jay Hayes is his own person. So he does his own scales. But for me, if I was to rate it, you know, as far as an OCC tank compared to what I have used, and I think the last OCC based tank I've ever used was the Smart TF series, which they went up to TF like I think 18 now. I think it would be. I would give this tank between flavor, vapor reduction, and everything, probably around a 6, and that's only because of the way the leak happened. But other than that, want to give a shout out to the sponsors. You know, AAA Vape, thank you. Dincot Distribution is another sponsor. Big shout out to Oxfa Philippines, Artery Philippines. Who else do we got out here? Burnout E-Liquids. Goodness gracious. Another shout out to Hits and Chase, which you're going to be seeing a review coming up shortly about that. Which is a company I'm working with to bring my own juice line out, so stay tuned for that. Let's see, who else do we got? ZQ Vapors, we got them. And Pro Vape Community, you know, those are all the sponsors and supporters of the channel. And all of you members who watch, subbed, and like the channel, thank you again. You know, hopefully get your friends to like, sub, get on there too. I've started my social media page, so it's a regular social media page where you can see updates of these videos coming out. And also on the release date, so you know when they're coming out. If you've already liked and subbed, you know, you're going to get dinged as soon as that video drops, but you'll know when it's coming. So if you happen to be forgetting, hey, it'll ding you because you subbed to the channel. So don't forget, like, subscribe, comment down below your thoughts and your opinions, and let me know what you think. Let me know what, you know, what you would like to see. If I can do it, I will do it, you know. So with that, this is the Uncharted Vapor, Josh Wazzy, and I will talk to you next time.